Hello and welcome to another Star Wars: The Old Republic video. We are getting an update today. We're getting Galactic Seasons 5. There's going to be some changes. I'll make a specific video on how to do Galactic Seasons 5s, what's changed about it. There are quite a few small things that have changed, especially if you like doing it on multiple tunes. And hooray, we're not getting another companion that we need yet again. So right off the bat, we'll talk a little bit about some of the class changes that have happened here. They're pretty minor. The biggest one I would say is going to be Madness. So if you play Madness, you really got to just change your rotation by a little bit. You're going to swap your Shock and your Demolish if you're using that Plague Master or Teachings of Rajvari. And the other thing that you're going to notice is you no longer take movement on Force Leech. That is just baked into the class. You can now always use Force Leech while moving as a DPS class. So I'm taking Lightning Barrier instead. You could take Defiance with 3% damage reduction. And then I would say Torturous Tactics is probably more of a PvP utility. Alright, moving right along to the Mercenary Commando, we're going to see a small change here as well. If you're a DPS spec, you're going to be seeing that you no longer need to take an ability that gives you movement on Blazing Bolts, or I forget what the other abilities were called. Instead, they've given us Tag and Bag. This is going to be a PvP utility. You can use it for PvE, but it does not work on Operation Bosses. The other thing that they've changed slightly is Signature Shot. We now have an additional 10% damage buff on Rail Shot or High Impact Bolt. We also see all three of the tank specs are going to be getting a little bit of an update. I'm not going to talk too much about the Power Tech and the Assassin Shadow Tank, as mainly they're just getting a slightly redesigned tactical to try and make it a little more competitive with the existing choices. As far as we're looking at with our Guardian Tank or Juggernaut Tank, you're going to see that the damage buff to Guardian Slash or Crushing Blow is down from 50%. It's now only a 40% buff. Okay, now for the really weird and really interesting thing is they've removed the quick travel specific map, and now they've added quick travel points to your map itself. So most of the time you can press M and you'll see quick travel points available to you on your map, and you can click them right away, which is kind of a nice feature there. I have been finding some bugs. Not all characters are getting consistently able to use the quick travel points when they press M. Some characters I have to use the actual old button for quick travel, which just brings up your map. So it's a really weird bug that sometimes pressing your map hotkey doesn't allow quick travel points. Most of my tunes it does show up. And then you can also click to the world map and you'll see all the quick travel points on the world map. If you're not seeing them, just check your map filters here. Make sure that your quick travel points are turned on in your map filters. And you can see that they also show up on your overlay map if you're choosing to use that. And you can click them right on the overlay map, which is a really nice quality of life feature. I'm hoping they fix that bug soon where sometimes pressing M, quick travel points are not showing up properly. Another big change that is coming is the GTN is now going to allow you to list items for up to 3 billion credits. So you can see there, I'm able to put in 3 billion. It means that you're going to see more items on the GTN that were too expensive to see now being listed. So yeah, great change there. And on top of that, they're actually going to be putting items up for sale based on kind of the recommended average sale price. So as you can see, I put my advanced seismic grenades up and they're suggesting 2.8 million, whereas before it would have been like 28,000. Another thing players have been asking for when it comes to quick travel is they want reduced quick travel costs. So until you reach the level of 36, you're not paying the full price. So if I want to quick travel somewhere far away, max price is 5,000 for this quick travel point. If I was on a level 2, it would be much cheaper. But if I was on a level 36, it would also be 5,000. So anything below level 36, you're going to pay a reduced rate, and it's going to be even less the lower level your character is. And the last way that BioWare has tried to get us to part with more of our money is they've added some more based off of actual character sets. So they've got the Ahsoka base set. And as you can see here, they've actually created these new categories to say, here's stuff that is based off of Ahsoka, and here's stuff that's based off of The Mandalorian. So yeah, again, making it much easier to spend your money on those things you really, really want for your drip. As always, everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.